Hey guys, it's me Pinky. This week we had an update with a new supporting dragon. I made a video about this in German. This will be an English video again. And I noticed I never really spoke about the blue dragon. So I just want to do this now. I mean, best is let's just dive right into it. And the first thing I want to show you, if you think about getting the blue dragon, and small or big or whatever, is always close to KVK. We have this pack, the Sapphire Hymn, and since this time the limit increased from 1 to 2. As you can see under the 200 BDs, you can buy 2 of them. So you can buy 100 Sapphire Essences relatively cheap. This is a good way to get him as far as I did. Just keep that in mind. And if you want to buy him fully, or like normally, there's a 1000 PD pack which you can discount, of course, also always close to CCS, which gives you 100 Sapphire Essences. Just for how to buy it. Well, then this is my blue dragon and it will be an example. So as you know, all dragons have some dragon talents. They are more or less useful in fighting. The talents of the blue dragon are all useful in fighting. Well, outside of Blockade maybe, which does not influence the fight really. And then, yeah, let's start with the cost table, so you know what you have to pay for which dragon stage. So for how many BD you get with skill, you get how many of these the dragon skills unlocked. So the blue dragon can have up to 9 with the blessing, which is 2 more than other dragons can, but it also unlocks at the same time as skills most of the time, as talents. Okay, so the first talent you get at level 5 is the Glory of Combats, which gives you XP when the blue dragon does fight, so you can technically level him with fighting instead of feeding him, but in the praxis he does get very little experience from it, because he only gets experience from his own kills, and if he's small he doesn't kill a lot, and if he's big he needs so much food that the combat XP does not really make a difference. So this comes down to like up to 20% total attack increase if you deploy him, and if you are the rally leader yourself. Why is this 25 for me already, aka next level maximum 30? Well, you get 10% from blessing if you're lucky. So you see, it's just a 10% total attack increase for the first talent of the blue dragon. This does not really make him big in my mind, because 30% total attack up to is not the biggest of numbers. If you think about, everyone can easily reach 500, 600, 700% these days. So what are 30%? Not a lot, but if you have the blue drake, if I make him 25, I get 30%, and then it's really not worth it to use him, because I will have 3 skills. If I'm lucky with blessing, I get the 4th skill, and the dragon itself has a relatively low strength defense, so he's not good at fighting himself. If you take a look onto my first dragon, for example, who has double the numbers in strength and defense, so it's not really worth it to send him just for this talent. But the next talent you get is Agile. In my mind, one of the best talents you can get, because you get it relatively cheap with level 15. You unlock it, and if you unlock it, you get 10k army size, 20k rally size, a bit of marching speed, I think 10%, and then you can activate it for another 10k army size, for another 30k rally size, and yeah, you can activate this in front of every event. So for example, if you go in AC, if you go in Siege of Winterfell, if you fight in Glory Battle, every time before I fight, or if I'm opening up a rally, every time I'm doing something, I just activate this and get cheap army size extra, because I already got 15k from him. I get another 15k, and I get another 45k in my case with level 20 as rally size. If you compare this to a castle skin, for example, which mostly you need the 1k spins to get it, aka 10k BD, and you get this a lot cheaper. This is a good point to get him, because although you don't need to use the Blue Drake to get the bonus. Counts everywhere except Ultimate Tournament. In Ultimate Tournament, the army size of the Blue Drake does not matter. Don't ask me why, but it's like this. So yeah, this goes up to 20% marching speed, 30k army size, 60k rally size, and if you activate it, it will be 30% marching speed, another 30k army size, and another k rally size. So you get 120k rally size alone from this if you activate it. If you use the blessing, you decrease the cooldown by 4 hours, so from 8 hours down to 4 hours, which also is really good because, for example, for Glory Battle, you can use it pretty often. Yeah, then we come to one of the first, in my mind, interesting skills for fighting, which is Devastate. And Devastate pretty much gives you 3 counters, so up to 3 battles you can use it, which is also the reason for Devastate and for Flaming Breath, why people often, when they rally a max count, send a few spam armies before the rally hits, because they hope they can use up the Flaming Breath and Devastate charges. So if your rally hits, the rally will be without it and will be a lot weaker. So this is again a skill that only works if you use it yourself and open up the rally, so it's not useful to use it and join the rally, will have no effect. And basically what it does is, based on your level, you will have different percentages and different lasting while of this, but in basically this kills troops instead of wounding them. So even if you would like only fill the hospital and you have not the Red Dragon kill effect thing, the troops hit by the Blue Dragon, 40% up to 30% of them will die, and also troops that get hit by the Blue Dragon will be unable to attack for 5 seconds. By the way, I think this also counts for Jamie, because Jamie is only immune to disarm. Just so you understand why this is a very good skill, I have 2 reports, which were 2 rallies right after another. The first was without Devastate and was a clear loss, and the second, Devastate got activated, and also we had a little bit less defenders, so you could say that the second tanking from our side was worth. But thanks to this being owner of a level 40 Blue Drake, which has Devastate, and activating Devastate, the second rally went a lot better for him. So you see, this has a big impact, even with the not maxed Blue Dragon that will not have the maximum effect. Then we have Blockade. I think everyone knows Blockade, to be honest. If you talk to people about the Blue Drake, it will be, yeah, Blue Drake has 8 or these days 9 skills and has Blockade, and the other stuff is not so well known. So what it does basically is reduces your training and healing speed and locks you down on the spot where you are, which means you can't random TP and you can't directly TP, which is important to know in KVK, because in KVK you can't kingdom jump. So if you get blockaded in KVK and you earn fervor, you have a problem. If you get blockaded outside of KVK, or like there are a few days where you can't change kingdoms, but when you can change kingdoms, you can just jump onto another kingdom. So if you are a relatively big guy, there's a chance someone might rally you with Blockade and you want to fight. Be aware of the cheap kingdoms, and even better, be aware of cheap kingdoms where no like really big guys are. Because, for example, if you run away on an ATD kingdom and your enemy has a way to contact us and finds your castle, then we will straight up rally you, most likely. So this is also the thing, please don't jump on the same spot, because most people, they change kingdoms and get found while blockaded, do the mistake, they just change the kingdom and jump on the same spot, but you can jump every spot you want. So just pick a random location on the map and jump there. This is just so you know how to basically like counterplay Blockade. And well, if you have a few squads, you will sooner or later find out that Blockade is not so threatening as it sounds. This is the last skill, Flaming Breath, which just gives you less of dragon attack at the combat start. Your dragon will attack once, he will attack everything, and it will have double the attack for the battle. The Sapphire Dragon is already a lot stronger than other dragons, but with this you can double up the damage that the blue dragon will do. You will hit all troops, and all troops will make up to 20% less damage, and it will last for the whole fight. So you take away 20% damage of the enemy. You have a double as strong dragon. By the way, for the first seconds, in the first second often not so much is happening, but still, for the first seconds, if you Dragon Breath them and hit everything, everything also gets hit by Devastate. So everything dies, and everything won't be unable to attack for 5 seconds. Well, in the end, in the first 5 seconds not a lot is happening, but still, these two work together. So in the end, this is just crazy like steroid for your dragon damage. Your dragon will be twice as powerful in attack, which when you crit gives you some insane numbers. By the way, I don't have them unlocked in Blessing, but Flaming Breath and Devastate both get an extra charge if you get the Blessing, and Blockade doesn't have a Dragon Blessing bonus. So just for your understanding, of course it's the blue drake is a lot stronger than other dragons, and for example, if you have him 40, he will be weaker than a level 70 free-to-play dragon, but in combination, a level 40 dragon as a rally tank with Devastate activated is brutal. You could use something where you take off the skills from your free-to-play dragons, put them on the blue dragon every time you want to attack, and you have the cooldowns up, and when the cooldowns are gone, you just badge back, which is a bit of handwork. But keep in mind that even though your stats are weaker at level 40, the Devastate is still better, or makes the dragon still better. If you can, think about it. If you have even a level 25 dragon and you get rallied, send one of your dragons away, because your two strongest dragons will fight, or click him by hand on your wall, whatever you like, activate Devastate, and just take the Devastate support with you when you're getting rallied. Outside of this, when you want to have the blue dragon, you want to have your blue dragon as the main dragon, I think you need him level 50, which is when you go back to the table, which level will cost from the start. It's quite expensive, but then you have a bit better stats than a free-to-play dragon. You have the same number of slots, and if you go to level 60 or even level 70 with Blessing, then the blue dragon is just insane. But keep in mind that a lot of his power comes from Devastate and from Flame Breath, and it's not just 2 skills more and Blockade what he offers. And well, a lot of passive support comes from AGI, which is awesome. If you want to spend a bit on the blue dragon for like level 15, I can tell you it's a good idea just for like 10k army size, or in my case level 20, 15k. I hope this helps you a bit to understand the blue dragon, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.